We are back. We're so
We're
back.
live.
For the next...
Actually, it's not live, but
it's not live. That's a
we're
relief.
live right now.
I can't lose my
but
career today, so
the
it's probably for the
recording won't
best.
be live.
Yeah. So, episode 9? What are your thoughts? Almost to the double digits?
Yeah. I mean, it's quite the accomplishment. I mean, if you really take, I don't have it right in front of me, but vast majority of podcasts probably don't even make it this far.
Yeah.
So,
And if you think about it, like, if you had, 9 people, you could almost fill an arena.
9 people?
Yeah.
This is a very small arena.
Thinking like a Beyblade arena.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever have a Beyblade arena?
No, but I'm about to.
Are you really?
Yeah, so there's this set of like Evangelion themed Beyblades that I saw in Big Bad Toy Store. Dude,
So I had a Beyblade arena.
I never had a Beyblade ever.
I had a
Check
couple
this out.
Beyblades. I don't remember a lot about it. I mainly remember it not. They didn't really work in the arena that well.
Yeah, because it's made of
And
plastic, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
why?
light plastic.
And these things are
And
made out of metal.
yeah, and if you got hit with one, which your
Dude,
fingers were getting hit with them all the time, it was really painful. I mean, they were cool and it was a cool concept. And I think I did watch the show for a short amount of time. But and I liked it, it was cool, but it just didn't work in practice like it was supposed to, and it was obviously extremely dangerous if you were a younger kid, which I think I was probably.
I heard that they moved back to plastic for a while, and they've just now started making premium metal ones again. Because for a while they were like canceled, like they quit making them. But they have this like 30th anniversary Evangelion set, and it comes with the hangar bay to store them in because each one's painted like a different robot, and they have metal in them again. So I'm curious. I've never had a Beyblade before. I was like, oh, I'm an adult now. I can buy a Beyblade for
You
myself.
can have whatever you want, yeah.
Dude, there were these
So
things called flywheels. Did you ever have a flywheel?
no, I don't think I did. I think I know what you're talking.
Dude,
Let me.
they
Is
were
this
like
the thing?
flywheel. That's not it.
Well, not the real flywheel, not the
Beyblade. I think it was
mechanical
made by
Beyblade.
the Beyblade company. Yeah, like this. And they're just a tire. It's like a runaway tire. And it says it goes 200 miles per hour, but that's completely not right. There's no way.
200 miles per hour.
You just
That would be
launch it in your
really
house and it rips through a wall.
seriously bad. I mean, even at that size, if it was going 200 miles an hour, that'd be
Dude,
pretty dangerous.
rip a hole in the what do they call it in DC? The something wall, the source wall or whatever.
The source wall. Yeah.
Man. So how you been?
I've been good. I do want to follow up a little bit on this Beyblade question, though.
Yeah.
So are the Evangelion, so they typically, when I was a kid, the Beyblade top was like a character,
Oh
like
yes.
an animal or whatever. Are they the Evangelion like mech suits are tops, or how are they
So
doing?
each one, oh wait, it's not switched over. Yeah, each one is like its unit 0 is the yellow one. You can see its head there. Unit 1's the purple and green, and then unit 2 is the orange and white and red.
Okay.
And they put the heads on top. And then
I wonder.
oh, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, like when you were talking about with the plastic, I wonder how that went.
Horribly.
If they went to plastic, it went horribly.
Yeah,
I
like
was
they
wondering,
almost
is
they
that?
did quit selling them for a long time because they just were not selling.
Do you think that was because? Well, I mean, we weren't doing it, but did they not work? Did people just not like them?
I don't know.
Because I mean,
I
the
would assume
metal
they
was
didn't work very
definitely.
well. It propels them having the metal, right?
Yeah, they're heavier that way, and I mean, it looks cooler. I
Yeah,
think
look
to a
at
kid,
that.
you'd rather have metal, but obviously the metal's gonna be more painful if it
Oh
hits
well,
you, but
no
I wonder
pain,
if the
no gain.
plastic broke too. I mean, that
Oh,
could
I'm
be
sure of
dangerous.
it.
Shards of plastic flying
That might
everywhere.
actually be more metal.
Yeah, in a
You
way. I
put the metal
mean,
inside the plastic. It's like a
yeah.
blunderbuss.
I mean, it doesn't get much more metal than that. This reminds me of like I saw some show on the History Channel, which is usually not very reputable. But
Yeah, they just start
anyway,
talking about aliens.
yeah. So anyway, they were doing this thing talking about like the most dangerous toys that they made in different decades and stuff, and a lot of them would be extremely dangerous. Some of
Like the
them were like
yo-yo.
radioactive and
Oh
stuff like
man,
this. And so they
dude.
were, like, incredibly dangerous, but some of them were stuff like this where they would have, like, exploding plastic and, like, shards of
What?
plastic would be hitting children,
Oh,
and that's what I'm thinking of with a plastic Beyblade is just
have you ever heard of the
shards.
gas-powered pogo stick?
I don't think so, but that sounds super dangerous. That might have
Immediately pulled
not
off
been
of
actually
shelves. They were like, "Oh, this is
dangerous.
a
I
great
would
idea."
think so.
People were dying left and right with this thing. Like, it is not something that should be gas-powered, right?
No, I mean, a pogo stick in and of itself, I was saying this to somebody the other day. A pogo stick, I mean, obviously for a kid, you think it's cool, but is
Yeah.
a terrible idea and
Yes.
so dangerous.
I cannot
So
believe
then
they
you
let
add
us on
gas
them in
power to it.
elementary school.
I honestly, I guess I probably was on a pogo stick at some point. I wanted one as a kid, and my parents
Mm.
didn't get me one, thankfully.
Yeah.
But
I would die.
I, I can't really remember ever using one much. Um,
You and I went to the same elementary school.
yes.
They had pogo sticks there that had been there for a long time. Did you guys
Oh,
ever use them?
I don't remember using them, but I may have. The
Mm.
main thing I remember, like, I don't know,
Those little
we did
rolly
the
things that you sit on, the
yes, I loved
parachute. What
those.
was with the deal with the
Yeah,
parachute? Is that
we
like
did
an
the parachute all
teamwork,
the time.
empathy thing? Like, where did they come up with the idea for that?
Yeah, I don't know, and I mean, it was fun, but
Yeah.
it's kinda like, why are we doing
Yeah,
this?
how much money
But
did they
anyway,
pay for that thing? That has to be expensive, right?
well, you would think not very, but then
It's a
it
custom
probably
thing. It's
was
not like an
super expensive.
official parachute. It has like a big hole in the middle. It's a rainbow color. Like, where'd they get this thing from? Man.
Yeah, that's funny that, like, I think that's just something like a lot of schools just did. They're like, "Okay, now we're gonna hold up this parachute and you're gonna run under it," and try not to hit each other.
Dude,
Somebody
oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I heard somebody talking about Red Rover the other day,
Oh, yeah.
and I only got to play Red Rover one time, but we did play it in school, and
Really?
thinking back on it, I'm like, "That is such a bad idea." Like, I loved it as a kid, and I think most kids would probably love that, but I'm sure there's been a lot of injuries
We
due
did it
to
one
Red
time
Rover.
at the daycare that I went to after school, and, it was like a special day. They had a little, like, water slide inflatable, and, like, for some reason, they had a can of Ready Whip, and they were just, like, letting kids take a hit off the Ready Whip, right? Horrible idea already. And then we do Red
Yeah.
Rover, and someone, like, almost gets a concussion. And then we never played Red Rover again.
Somebody gets a man, dude.
Dude, I think we should do an episode about, um, old school memories and stuff. I think that'd
Oh,
be good.
yeah.
Uh,
I haven't thought about stuff from elementary school in so long.
I just kinda, like, suppressed it all. It just wasn't important to me. It's like, this is not efficient. So,
Yeah, dude.
maybe I'll be efficient for some content.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, everybody goes to elementary school, so
well,
unless you're
rich.
homeschooled, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
But,
same thing.
I mean, I guess that's still elementary school. I don't know how
No,
to
that's
word this.
home. That's just being at home.
Yeah.
Well, it's episode 9. It's,
Episode 9, and it's not
April.
about elementary school.
It isn't.
It's about a lot of different
Surprise,
things, but
surprise. No Beyblades.
or is it about Beyblade? Yeah.
It's actually about Pokémon Champions.
Yeah,
Well,
that is
part of
definitely
it.
part of it.
We'll start out with Pokémon Champions. Then we're gonna talk about some things we've been up to, and then we're gonna roll into a conversation about our favorite DC characters. So, be prepared for that.
Yeah, and kind of
And
break
if you
this down
don't
in
like it,
segments.
get out of here. There's a door over there.
So I'll talk a little Pokemon Champions.
I have not played
So
it.
this just came out. I only just downloaded it, what, 2 or 3 days ago. All I had seen was negative about it. All I
Really?
saw was that everyone hated it and it was terrible and buggy and nobody liked it. So that's what I had seen. Well, I downloaded it and I was playing it pretty late one night, and my first impression the first day that I played it was very positive. Um, I played it for about 2 or 3 hours the first night, and I'll say the things that I like about it and the things that I don't like about it. So when you first start the game, it's very heavy tutorial, which I don't like. However, in a way, that's the most fun part of the game because I
Man.
like that there's a fair amount of customization for your character, hairstyles, clothes, whatever. You can customize a lot of different things if you want to do what their poses are, if you want to do what music plays when you're battling, all this kind of stuff. So I like the customization features. And I think I've seen some people criticizing the graphics of it. I actually like the graphics. I thought they were pretty good. I
It's
have seen
also
people.
it's worth noting that it's on iOS, Android, and
Yes,
Switch. So they have to have
this
it tuned to like multiple
this
things.
is not a Switch 2 game. I am playing it on Switch 2. It is a mobile game. And so that is part of what I'm going to talk about, probably more negatives, but um so when you start, you make your character, then you're introduced to this guy who's been a Pokemon trainer for like 55 years and he's
Oh my god.
leaving. He's been a gym leader and he's leaving the gym and he's seeing if you are a good enough trainer to take over the gym. So you battle him with some of his Pokemon. Obviously, you win. It's a tutorial. And he says, you have a lot of potential, blah, 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 makes you the gym leader. Okay, sounds really cool. So you get to use like 6 of his Pokemon and they get to stay in your team. And they're pretty good, strong Pokemon. So then you get introduced to some of the mechanics of the game, recruiting Pokemon from it's like a farm. You can go and it'll give you like a small selection of Pokemon randomly chosen, and you get to pick one of those that you're going to either temporarily or permanently recruit. The first one is completely free, doesn't take any of your points in the game or anything like that. And so then you start doing some battles. And typically the battles are it's either a single battle that is 3-on-3 or a double battle, which is 4-on-4. And I'm gonna say here, I haven't even done any of the double battles, only done single battles. But anyway, so then here's where it starts to go downhill already.
Oh boy.
So following some of the early battling stuff like that, it wants you to do the training tutorials, and they're really basic things, stuff you already know about Pokemon battling if you've ever played a Pokemon game before. Um, but then there's this whole training segment that I assumed was, training up your Pokemon and making them better. I found that entire section of the game, one, to not be very clear, and two, to be mostly pointless, as in you don't do anything. You don't do anything to train the Pokemon. You basically just give them some points or a ticket or whatever, and it supposedly trains your Pokemon. Well, I did it on one of mine, and I didn't even really see much of a stat difference afterwards. And so there is no training in the typical Pokemon game sense where you battle, train your Pokemon, help them get better, anything like that. And then there's some other things that become negative. So when you start the game, it sets it up with the owner of the Pokemon Champions Battle Arena and the mayor of the town or whatever, and they're presented as essentially champion level trainers. Okay, well, the game makes it out like you are going to have almost like a story mode of being a gym leader, progressing, hoping to eventually battle them. That's not the game. The game is there is no story mode whatsoever. There is no battling NPCs, computer. It is exclusively battling other people online.
Well,
There is
if I can interject, I think what they also mentioned, this is like where competitive battling for all of the games is eventually going to go, right?
yeah, the game is it's all competitive battling, and there is a casual mode, but it's the same premise, and then there's a ranked mode. And so, I mean, I'm not saying like it was mismarketed. They said basically what it was going to be.
For a
But
while, I thought it was going to be something like Coliseum, to be honest.
yeah, it's basically like take Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64 and strip a lot of the parts of the game, the story mode, all that kind of stuff. Strip all that out of it, just have the battling and just make it against other
Really?
humans on the internet, and that's what you have. So, what I like about the game is I like the graphics, I like the battling. I like that a battle takes less than 7 minutes.
Really?
There's a time limit. You can go through a lot of battles really quickly. I like the graphics. I like a lot of the mechanics of, like, doing the battling. But there's just no unless you're really super into moving up ranks and competitive battling, which I've never done competitive battling, I don't care anything about it, then there's no incentive to play the game.
Mm,
And so I played it for a few hours and reached the point where I was like, "Oh, this is literally all this game is. I'm probably not gonna play this anymore." So, here's my last thoughts on it before I, let you say whatever you wanna say about it. I think this game has all the bones to be a really fun game, both for people who do competitive battling and people who don't. But it's not going to be put in there because it's a mobile game. All they would have to do to make this game, in my opinion, really fun is add like a story mode where you are progressing until you can battle and take on these other two trainers, a ranked system, kind of like either in the anime, the World Coronation series, or you could say sort of like what they did with Legends ZA with the ranking system. And or I thought the concept of making you a gym leader was a really fun, different thing to do in a Pokemon game. Why not just have me part of it be, you know, trainers coming and challenging me at my gym and me becoming a better gym leader, raising the prestige of the gym. Neither of those things are in the game. There's not really any training in the game. And if I think if they would just add a few of those features as just a in-game mode without playing online, I think that would make the game fun for everybody. As is, I think it's good for what it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't really interest me because all you're doing is the same thing, competitive battling over and over and over. And so I find that kind of boring pretty quickly. So
dude,
that's my thoughts on
you
it.
gave me a great idea for a game. You got a mobile game, right? You're a gym leader. When you earn rank, you earn reward coins or whatever to get items to upgrade your gym and change the layout and the amount of trainers that are in your gym so that when people come through, they have to fight them to get to you, you know? Make your
Yeah,
own puzzles and stuff. I think that would be a really cool idea.
I think that's
Also,
a great idea.
I have a hard time believing this guy's been fighting Pokemon for 55 years, considering Pokemon hasn't existed for that long. I think he's a liar. First of all,
Gonna
and I
call
think
him out
second of
on
all,
that.
I think he's just trying to get out of his timeshare. Just pass it on to you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's made the whole thing look like a gym so he can
Yeah.
get rid of his timeshare. Everything's
Is it the
fake.
guy that looks like the luchador in the promotional pictures I was looking at?
It is not him. He is the
Really?
mayor.
Oh, okay. That makes so much sense that he's the mayor. They
Yeah.
got Rey Mysterio as the mayor.
And I mean, it's got some good features. There's Mega Evolution in it. I do like it. Is the obvious typical paid or free to play mobile game where they're
Oh
trying
boy.
to get you to spend money all the time. However, you don't have to spend any money and you can
And I
have
won't.
good Pokemon and have good items and things like that without spending money. So that's a good feature. But I just don't think I'll play it very
Mm,
much because and I don't really understand it's confusing to me, and maybe I just haven't got to whatever it is yet, but it's confusing to me to have those 2 characters and really play them up as a big deal at the beginning of the game, like, really go out of their way to make them out to be a big deal, and then you're not ever going to battle them. You
that
don't
is really
ever
odd.
you're just battling trainers online
I
competitive, I don't
wonder
understand that.
I wonder if they'll do an event where like everyone has to keep battling them to like as a community rank something up or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is weird. And
Well, and
oh sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'm not familiar with competitive battling, but if you lose a battle, you go down a lot. Like,
That's
even if you win more battles than you have lost, like, I don't really know what my record is, but I've definitely won more battles than I've lost. I have not gone up, like, at all because every time you lose so much of what you
that's
built
so
up.
lame.
And so it takes a long time, which again, I've only done a handful of battles, but I will say it gives you some good Pokemon. Like, okay, so one thing that it's given me that I used a lot in the beginning and to a lot of success was it gives you or gave me a Hydreigon and gave me I'm gonna get the name of the item. It's either a white herb or a white flower or something like that. Okay, so you can use Draco Meteor, which would severely lower your special attack after that. Well, because you have this item, it returns your stats back to normal. So then you can just hammer people again. So anyway, it just gave that to me. I didn't have to pick the items or anything like that. It was already on there and I was like, man, that's good. But anyway,
Dude, the last time I played competitive, I was really into it in X and Y. Like I played so much of that game. I had the whole national decks and boxes of legendaries and shinies. I was like, my friends and I were all super into it, and there was this meta at the time where you could have a team of 6 Rattata, and as long as you didn't go up against a ghost type, you could have them all level 1, and they'd have quick attack, and what was it? Focus Sash or something, and Endeavor,
yeah, I think I've heard of this.
and essentially they would hit you, bring you down to 1 health. You would hold on with one of your items or ability. I think it was Endeavor holds on, and then they would go back down to that amount because of your health item, and then
Yeah.
you'd use quick attack to attack before them. And that was the last time I played. I got really far because I was using the dumbest thing ever, but everyone was too. And and then they patched it. And they were like, "Yeah, no, you can't do that in competitive." They like were banning items in Pokemon. So I didn't play any after that, but I do remember during the 3DS, a lot of people with the communication stuff and that would make themselves themed gym leaders and kind of make their character look like a gym leader and say water type gym must do this or this or this or something in the description. And they have their own like leagues. So that was always cool. Um
Yeah, that would be very neat.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I really liked the gym leader concept.
I
I
think
wish you
it's
could like
cool.
I mean, I have a gym, but I don't ever get to play in it. I'm constantly playing online,
I'm
like
only ever exercising in my
so
gym.
yeah.
So um
So, I mean, I overall like this could be a really good game, and if all
yeah.
you wanna do is online battling, it's a good game.
I want to try
And
it
just
still. And, I've talked to you about this. I really like catching Pokemon. I love trading
yeah.
for Pokemon. I'm not a big fan of the battling. And some people get really like snippy at people for that, but like, it's a collecting game too. Like it's 50-50. It's not all one thing or another. And when you have these divisive things, although I don't really like competitive much being such a focus on the main game, I do think it is nice to have this outlet, but also maybe still have something in the game for the people who do want it. Like, I don't know what the answer is, but I don't know if bringing it all completely outside of the game is the answer, you know?
Yeah, so on my perspective on this, I love battling in games. However, for me, it's more the training your Pokemon,
Mm.
winning with a team, making a team that becomes champions. It's not so much that I just love competitive battling and love battling strategy. I don't really care about all that and
And as we know, there's
meticulously.
no strategy in Legends EA, so you
Yeah,
just
and I don't
win or
like
lose.
obsessing over what item to use. To be quite honest, I hardly ever even use very many items.
Yeah,
And so I just like to train my Pokemon up, have strong Pokemon that I like, become a champion, that sort of thing. And so like this game, there is no real training feature or really growing with your team, in my
I think
opinion.
something similar to the Pokeami would be great for this kind of game, like leveling up the EVs and or IVs. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. You can level up your EVs
Well,
with IVs
I literally thought you were talking about like a
and
team
feed
of
them like
EVs.
poffins and do the punching bag thing. I always like that kind of thing, and I think that'd be perfect for a game like this. But I haven't played it yet. I can't give a good, I don't know, good
Yeah,
advice.
and I'm not gonna totally give up on it yet just in case
You
I'm missing
should. No,
something,
I'm just kidding.
but I'm probably not gonna play it very much anymore.
What do you give it out of 10? Just first impression.
Okay, so I'll give it 2 separate scores.
Okay.
So, if you went into this and you knew exactly that it was going to be an online battling thing and that's all it was gonna be and that's all you wanted it to be and you didn't care about training or anything like that, I would say 8 out of 10. I mean, it does the battling well. I like it, but as far as, like, a game for me, how much do I like it? I would give it, like, a 5 because after, like, 3 hours, I'm already bored of it. So,
Well, I think it was at
you could
least
average.
worth them testing. I do like
Oh, yeah.
when they
Definitely.
try new things. They've been trying a lot of new things lately, but like you were saying, bare bones. Like they have a lot of good ideas that they can't flesh out before they release. And I've seen like for Legends ZA, like there was a whole playtesting team of people who came as consultants to Game Freak. But I don't know if they're afraid of giving advice or if Game Freak ignores the advice, but it seems like someone would have mentioned some of the things you've said easily
Yeah.
during that.
And I don't know if it's just I don't know what goes into a phone game and what doesn't. So, I don't know if it was just it had to be so limited for phones
I don't know,
or
because
if it
I played some games like that Zenless, and that game is like 30 gigabytes on my phone, and it looks just like it plays on the PlayStation 5 or my PC. And it's a massive game. Like you walk around and do stuff and like has fighting that's like a 3D arena kind of thing with a bunch of enemies. I don't even think it's that because this game from the screenshots I saw, it's not very graphically like intensive.
No, yeah, it's kinda just like any other Pokemon game,
And I'm
only I
sure it's
mean
like sub 3 gigabytes maybe,
yeah, it
maybe just
downloaded
more.
really fast. I didn't look at the size, but yeah, it downloaded super fast.
So I can't imagine it's very intense.
I like what they did, I'm glad they
Yeah,
did.
and it
It's
doesn't
just
need to be like a crazy looking thing. Like Pokemon doesn't. I'm kind of tired of this narrative that Pokemon needs to look incredible all the time. Like it was a pixel game. Like not to say that
yeah, we
they
liked it
shouldn't
when it
try,
was
but like I'm okay with it not being like that, and it's not a bad thing. Like it's still charming. It has a cartooniness. You not everything has to look like a hyper realistic picture.
Yeah, definitely, I mean, my only complaints are just, not enough to it.
Too much
It
water,
is
7 out of 10.
yeah, I mean, I need a little more there for me to wanna invest a lot of time, so
I saw the Metacritic score was pretty low. When I was scrolling earlier, was it at? Now I've lost it. Um, I think Metacritic, it was like a 33 or something like that, and then another platform, I think IGN gave it like a 6.6. So, you know,
yeah, I think 33's a little low because I mean, they didn't market it as a all-encompassing
right.
game.
It looks like a solid like 5 or 6.
That's kinda how I feel about it. It's a 5. It's somewhere in there. I think it's worth if you're a Pokemon fan, it's
And
definitely
it's
worth you
free,
trying
so
it.
like
Yeah, it's
you're
free.
not losing
You
anything
didn't have to
for it.
pay for it.
But I
I
do think
mean,
having this as the primary outlet for competitive might be a little controversial,
yeah,
especially
no.
with the access to mobile. That could be a problem for people cheating and doing whatever, disconnecting during things.
That's one thing. I haven't had anybody quit on a battle yet.
Oh,
I haven't even clicked on it, so I could be misreading it, but there looks to be an icon you can click to leave a battle. And there's been some situations where I've been in a battle where it was very obvious I was going to win, and they had no way to win at that point, and I expected them to quit because that's what people do online games, but they did not. I have not had a single person do that, so
ooh, I'm looking
good
at
for you.
the monetary packages. So it's free to start, and then you have a $7 to $10 starter pack. That's the one-time boost, increasing box slots from 30 to 80, along with in-game currency. Premium Battle Pass is $10 per season. Typical clothing, hair items, gotcha. Wait, there's a gotcha? That's not good. And there's a membership that's $5 a month or 50 a year, essential for competitive players, adding 1,000 slots, more teams, and exclusively weekly missions. So it sounds like
Yeah, if you were really
you
wanting to get
really.
into the game, it's a racket,
That
but
sounds
like,
awful.
you can only make 3 teams
And this
of
is
Pokemon.
completely disconnected from Pokemon Home or anything that you have already, right?
No, you can from what I've read, so I know you can connect your Pokemon home, and from what I have read, because I haven't done it, it is very easy to connect and transfer in and out. It's like you can
Okay.
transfer them in and then transfer
So
them right
the
back out.
limit shouldn't be a problem. It's just if you don't want to keep transferring back and forth.
Yeah,
Or I wonder if they put a hard limit for like a certain amount of time, and that's why.
and I haven't even used any of my own Pokemon from a game in it because I just was kinda like, I want them in that game, and I
Yeah,
just
I
wanna
don't like
see how this
transferring them
works.
out of games usually into home unless I'm going up to another console.
And I mean, the Pokemon you get are good. And like when you're recruiting a Pokemon, you get to see all its stats, its nature, and they're not all going to be the same. So I mean, you can get the Pokemon you want,
Mm,
and so I don't feel a need to transfer in a Pokemon because I you have good Pokemon. It's just,
yeah,
I mean, unless you're very meticulous about how you want your team constructed, which I'm not. So
man. Well, I think that's enough about Pokemon Champions
yeah,
for this time.
definitely,
I think that was
definitely.
thorough. We got a good review out there, even though I haven't tried it. Don't take my word for it, because I'm not gonna give my word for it. I'll take your word for it, because it sounds like you actually gave it enough of a chance to be able to like let everyone know how it was.
Yeah,
Um,
and the first night that I played it, I was like, "Oh, I like this a lot," and I stayed up late playing it, and then after that, it was just kinda like, "Oh, this really is all there is to the game," but
yeah, that's that's something else. So games and movies and TV that we've been interacting with lately. I might start this one. I've actually been
yeah,
playing some today. The Mafia games I got on sale at some point, and I played the first one and really liked it. And the second one I've been playing I think I'm 2 missions from the end right now. And something just happened. I thought they were completely disconnected, and something just happened that tied it directly into the first game, and it was super cool. Um, it's like a period piece as a video game, and this one takes place in like the 40s and 50s. The first one took place in the I wanted to say like 20s and 30s in Chicago. This one's in New York, and I don't know. Like it's just a really good story type game. This one I don't think is as good as the first one. The first one was very strong in its characterization and just overall themes and coherent storytelling. This one's a bit disjointed, very video gamey. You end every chapter by going to bed and waking up and there's a phone call for you. Um it's not to say it's bad, like it's still very good, still very well done, but sometimes it just feels like things are happening because they're happening. Like at one point I was like doing a mission and then like 5 seconds later I go to bed and I wake up and someone's like firebombing my house for some reason. And I was like, why is this happening? Like there's no explanation for a solid 10 minutes of why this is
Mm.
happening. And I was so that
Kinda makes it not feel like a story,
yeah, and
is
it
kind
doesn't
of a
feel convincing. Like the first one felt more convincing as something that could have actually happened. Like someone got wrapped up in this. It's being told from the perspective of someone who's going into witness protection, telling the story of them getting caught up with the mob. The second game is someone who was in World War II and he came back home and the mob gets him out of having to be redeployed. And it's his struggles with, I don't know, life in the 40s and 50s, especially after getting arrested for something in the middle of the game. And the game transfers into the 50s where the map changes and it's really neat, but yeah, it feels like it's just missing something, you know? So,
yeah,
also
like
if
Pokemon Champions.
yeah, just like Pokemon Champions, but with a lot more violence and
Yeah,
cursing. So, not a big fan of how much cursing
it's
there
the
is.
Team Rocket game.
Dude, a Team Rocket game would be so good. I want to steal people's Pokemon and start a casino. There should be another part of that gym leader game needs to be you play as a Team Rocket Grunt who starts a casino, and then you keep putting like slot machines in. You get to pick what the prizes are, so you can put like Porygon like in the first game. You know, Michael was
Yeah.
really good at the casino games for some
Yeah,
reason.
dude. Okay, if Michael ever hears
Master
this, yeah,
gambler,
I had never heard of anything like this. I mean, and
dude.
he didn't know, like, a trick to it. He just constantly won.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never won hardly anything, which I haven't played it very much because I don't enjoy it, but I have never won, like, hardly anything out of those coin machines on the Pokemon games, and he was hitting huge, like, all the time. So,
Also, if it sounds like I'm super out of breath tonight, I'm just like very like I think I'm starting to lose my voice or something. So
mm,
I'm not able to
they're
like yap for too long at a time.
wearing you down,
They
man.
sure are.
All that traveling.
Dude, did I tell you I'm going back Tuesday?
Yeah,
I hope I
I
don't
guess
have a
they
triple connecting flight this time. That sucked.
was it to the same plant?
Yep, sure is.
They're like, "We really need you to finish this right
On
now."
my last flight from DC to where I came back home, I was at the very, very back of the plane in the middle seat between two people. It was the most like cramped seats I've ever sat in. It was from left and right. It was horrible.
That sounds awful.
On the way there and back, though, this time I was able to book window seats on every flight. So, a little bit of extra room.
You need to get them to give you first class seat.
Dude, that's not gonna happen. Not even if I'm the right hand man to the CEO.
I mean, you are gonna be one of those people who, like, I don't know what the frequent flyers or whatever,
Dude, they let me use my Sky Miles number, so I'm racking up points.
man,
And for
Will's gonna
hotels,
be able
because we
to
always stay at the same hotel type. So,
man,
yeah. except
You're
they
gonna
keep not
have a
giving me the
really good
points for the
vacation.
hotel. For like, I've
Why?
only gotten like two of the. I don't know. They just haven't been like giving me the points. So for like two, I've only gotten them for like two of the hotels I've been to, even though I've entered the rewards number every time. It's the weirdest thing. Um, but yeah, it's very odd. But yeah, on the plane, I didn't really play much. I was playing. Oh, dude, I replayed the first mission or the first several like parts of Mega Man X like so many times. I love that game, and it doesn't take very much battery on the Switch 2. I've noticed the Switch 2 does drain a little fast.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing some intense games, and I
It
couldn't get
also
the
takes a
charger to
while to
catch up.
charge.
Yeah, yeah, I was having trouble. I couldn't get the charger to catch up at the airport at all, at any airport. So I just had to like thug it out, you know. Play some low intensity games. So Mega Man X, Mario World, those were some of my go-tos. Persona 4 Golden I've been playing some of, but there was a dungeon I was in and I kept getting my butt kicked. I had to put it on like the easy difficulty because for some reason I kept getting in these random encounters with enemies that would self-destruct, and if the main character in your party dies, it's game over. And they kept targeting the main character instead of the other characters, so I kept getting game over, and I kept quitting this. So over the past several months, I've just kind of been out of that, and I came back and I finally beat the boss of this dungeon. So I'm to the next part. So we'll see what happens there. Nothing crazy outside of that. Did my dailies on Zenless every day. That's about it. Haven't. Oh wait, I've been watching Daredevil and the Maul show. Small Shadow Lord.
The mall? Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah,
okay. When you said that, what I heard was
dude.
MALL, and I was like, "What show are you talking
Let's
about in
go
a
to
mall?"
the
But
mall. Speaking of the mall, new Strokes album coming out. They had a song called "I'm Going Shopping" or something like that, and I ended up getting tickets for a concert in Cincinnati. It was like
this is
the
not the one that they made you miss. This is
no,
a
that was a Hatsune Miku concert, and I dodged a bullet. They didn't have the hologram. It's just a screen. I
Oh,
was gonna go as a like one of my buddies was like, "Hey, let's go see this." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds fun." Yeah, no, it was just a TV screen. Like, why would I don't know. But I had to go for work to another place, and I had to miss it, so missed out on the fun. But yeah,
yeah,
this one
TV screen.
is gonna be exciting. The Strokes only make an album every time there's a conflict in the Middle East or something. So
Only.
yeah, I mean I think the last time they had an album was maybe 2020. I think that was their best work. This new one, it, the new song that they released has a lot of auto tune, and the lead singer has been doing a lot of auto tune with his like side band. But like the best part of the last album was the vocals, so I'm a little worried about this one because ever since he was in a Daft Punk song, he's been using like the vocoder. He needs to chill out, but it's still good. It's a catchy song.
Well, for me, so I'm not very exciting with this stuff. I haven't been playing a
Come
lot
on,
of video
Nathan.
games. So, what I have been playing other than Pokemon Champions is I picked back up. I had been playing Soul Silver, which
Ooh,
I have never completed that game because I never had it
really?
as a kid or anything. Yeah.
Man.
So, this is essentially I started playing it once and didn't finish it and started it over. So, you would call this my 1.5 second playthrough, I guess, but never
Also,
completed it.
hit me up whenever you finish that game. I have an action replay DS that you can use for all of the events.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll just have to find that. Do you still have? I gave you some of the 3DS games, right? Did I give you the
Yeah.
action replay with those?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll look for it. Continue. Sorry about that.
Oh, all I was gonna say, so first thing I'll say, a little bit of I guess it's in a way humorous. So I have a 3DS that I got secondhand, bought off eBay or whatever. Okay, I don't have the stylus.
Mm.
So in Heart Gold Soul Silver, if you want an evolution stone, you pretty much gotta do the Pokathlon thing.
Dude.
And so anytime that I've done it, I don't have a stylus. And so last night I was playing it and I was like, "It's Wednesday, I can get a water stone. I'm just gonna grind
Your
through this."
fingers are bleeding.
Yeah. Okay, so and I was playing it like I was laying in bed trying to play it, and so my wrist was hurting like so bad because what I found is I'm a lot better at the stamina and the speed competitions than the other ones. Well, both of those involve swiping constantly in the relay race
Dude,
and
you are
hitting the
gonna be
screen.
absolutely jacked to play guitar now. You're gonna be
Yeah,
playing like
yeah, you would think.
64th notes like it's no one's business.
And hitting the bricks and breaking them. So, I stumbled upon a really good team, like, by accident for the stamina thing and ended up crushing it a couple of times, got a water stone last night, finally, after who knows how long of doing this, and so but, like, yeah, my fingers and my hand and everything were hurting so bad from swiping that, but so with Soul Silver, I have found this game kind of both times I've been playing it. And part of this was true with Gold and Silver too, but there is a very large selection of water Pokemon that are good, but in a lot of the other typings, there's not a lot of really good Pokemon
Mhm.
selection. And one thing that I don't like about Soul Silver versus Gold and Silver is in the original games, when you got the Eevee from Bill, it was like level 20 or 25. When you get it in Soul Silver, it's like level 5 or
Dude.
level 1 or something. And so at that point in the game, that's already really, really weak. And so I've only got it up to like level
But you
20.
also get the XP share now, right?
You I don't have like an automatic XP share. I don't think I've even been given the old
Oh,
XP share
really?
item yet.
Okay.
Which that might be I need to look and see if I can get it and but, like, so I've got 6 gym badges and my Eevee's level 20, and I've also had kind of the issue of especially with how many water Pokemon there are, I really don't like doing this, and it's happened in a couple of games I've been playing lately. I can't really decide for sure what I want my team to be, and so through the game, I end up leveling up some of these Pokemon and wasting a lot of potential experience points on Pokemon I'm not gonna keep in my team. And so then I get farther in the game and I don't have my team leveled up like I want. So right now, I would say my Soul Silver team's pretty
Dude.
weak,
I will say
but
that's something that's been great about Legends EA is that you don't have to worry, like, you will level up your Pokemon as you play to, like,
yeah.
maximum. You don't even have to worry.
Oh,
It's so natural, the progression of them.
new games and ZA is far and away one of the best. That is
Mhm.
such a good feature to me. I remember because I was out of Pokemon for a long time, and the first game I watched you and Michael talking about and playing was Sword and Shield. And I saw that the XP boost, everybody was getting it on
Dude,
your team. I
it's
was
so
like,
good. Because even
"Are
the
you kidding me?"
the XP share in Heart Gold Soul Silver, if I'm not mistaken, you have to put it on one Pokemon, and then it
Yeah.
shares the XP with the primary party member.
No, it's such a benefit, and that was one thing I was gonna say on here. So we had said both of us had totally quit playing Legends ZA after we
Yeah.
completed the
I
story, and I didn't.
don't think I'll be playing the DLC for a while, if I do. I
Yeah,
might get into the story just to finish it, but it's the same gameplay loop. There's nothing new to a
so what I was gonna say is I've been super bored with the DLC and everything, and I still am, I'm not saying I'm not. But after probably a couple months or more of not playing it, I did go back and play it for a little while the other night, and I still felt that same tone that we liked of there's something nostalgic and heartwarming about the game,
Mhm.
and so I enjoyed it. I think how I will play it from going forward is just here and there, every now and then, play it for 30 minutes or an hour,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna grind through
Dude,
the
it's
post-game DLC of this
I
game.
was playing
But
completionist before, and I cannot keep doing that. I was already at
no.
like 150 hours.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
just and the DLC for this game is just not that
No,
fun. So,
it's more of the
so you
same.
and me had both totally quit playing it, and so now probably just every now and then when I'm killing some time, I'll probably go in and play it a little bit and just because I like the game. I just the DLC is kind of boring, but anyway.
Yeah. Any
So that's really all I've been playing. I will say, and everyone's gonna be like loser, but I've really been wanting to get back to playing some Fortnite again, and some of the
mm,
stuff I've been seeing about it sounds
you gonna
fun
play the
or fun
karaoke mode?
characters or whatever. Oh, dude, yes, please. But
I almost deleted
so
Fortnite today.
but I haven't played it in several months, and
Same.
I don't know. I want to play it again, but like you and me have said, it's really only fun when you have somebody else to play with, and
Yeah, and it's just kind of, this is gonna sound really sad. My friends and I have been playing and getting to level 200 for the past, I'm gonna say like 4 chapters, right? Like chapters.
yeah,
And we all just kind of quit in the middle of the season with Marty McFly and the Bride from Kill Bill, whatever that one was. Because
yeah.
they switched back to more realistic stuff again, and that's not really what makes Fortnite fun. And I see that they just added Save the World for free finally after lying about it like
Yes,
4 times, but they didn't even have the
I
whole
do
thing,
wanna try that.
just the tower
Oh,
defense.
really?
Yeah. So you just get the tower defense part, which is the best part, in my opinion. But
I've
still,
never played the Save the World thing
it's
because it's
it's a
always
good
been paid.
it's good fun. I thought about deleting the game today though, because it's been sitting on my PlayStation and it's 100 something gigabytes, and I
Oh,
really
man, I
need
didn't
that
realize it was
space.
that much.
So I don't know. I went on there today to see what was going on, and it just does not look appealing to me right now at the moment. I don't really care much for the festival artist or battle pass. The OG pass looked cool. The
Is this the
Rock for
battle
some reason
pass
is back.
with, Bugs Bunny in it?
Yes.
See, I wanted Bugs Bunny, and
Bugs
I saw that
Bunny,
they added
Dwayne The Rock
Toy
Johnson.
Story.
Yeah, Zurg and Buzz Lightyear are in the shop.
So, really, those are the only things pulling me back to the game is, like, when they add a character or
Yeah.
something I'd like to get, and that's probably not a good spot, which has happened several times that there was gonna be a character in it that I was like, "Oh, yeah," and I came back to playing it. That's what happened with the Power Rangers season. I heard Power
hmm
Rangers are gonna be in it, and I was like,
Did you ever get
"Oh,
that
yes."
second wave of skins that was in the shop? The gold
I didn't. I didn't even go
thing?
back on there, and
Man, they'll be
so
back.
Power Rangers was the
They're
last
popular
one that
enough.
I played the last season, and I
Yeah, that was
played
the
it a
last
lot, but
one that I enjoyed. They also took away the XP from creative stuff. So no more no more of
I wish
that.
they put all the Power Rangers in it.
Dude,
That would
what? Yeah,
be
why not?
awesome.
Why not? Make them
Like,
separate
I have
styles.
all the Mighty Morphin, but, dude, give me all the Power Rangers.
There's some games I'm looking forward to. The new Forza Horizon game is coming out in May. Um, I'm sure it'll
Forza,
be
you
another.
said?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be another 150 gigabytes or
Yeah.
something. This one's in Japan. It's the how they have two
Mm.
series. They have the motorsport one. They have Horizon, which is like the explore the open world map and do barn finds and stuff. It's more like the fun one, right? Less focused on serious racing. This is that one. And it looks really cool so far. You have like all the drift tracks and Mount Fuji and stuff going on. It looks super cool. I've been really excited about that. Um there's a game from a podcast that I listen to. The one of the hosts has his own studio and they have this game called Saint Slayer, and you play as like a what is it? Castlevania, like
I'm
the
yeah,
NES game.
I'm
It's like Castlevania, but it focuses on Catholicism, and you know how they have all their artifacts and stuff.
Mhm.
and so it takes place in like the 1500s or something like that. And you play as this like I don't even know. I'll have to find out, but there's an interesting premise behind it. So I don't know. There's what else is coming out soon? What other games we got? I can't really think of many. There's an Alan Wake crossover with Phasmophobia. Oh, dude, the new Control game is coming out. I'm super excited about that one. Um, Also, Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream just came out, and I accidentally ordered it back home. So I'm going to have to wait like maybe half a month to play it or something like that. But I think that would be an excellent stream game because we can make characters together and like do crazy things with them. I've been seeing a lot of funny things about that game.
Have you
So
played any more Pocopia or however you
yes, um, I want to give a better review when I play more of it. It just hasn't really been catching my attention. I am like, you know, borderline autistic. So when I play the game, I'm just watering the ground for hours. Um, I haven't really made it that far because of it. There's objectives, but they're very far and few and far between. So I don't know. It just hasn't hooked me like it has a lot of other people. It seems very tedious and overwhelming.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind
what
of
I
the
get out of it. More so than
perception I have of it.
anything else that I've played in that genre. Like I really like Animal Crossing, I really like Minecraft, but it's like I like being able to structure things immediately, but when you're making the habitats for Pokemon, it's a little messy. Like you're doing spots of 4 tall grass or like a rock and 3 tall grass and like all these different things, right? And it just becomes very disorganized very quickly. And also the entire landscape is dry and you have to water it to make it look good. So I've been hung up on that and it's kinda stopped me from playing anymore. But I'll play more soon. And it also takes a lot of battery, so I haven't been able to play it on travel.
Yeah. Well, that's lame.
Yep, I concur. Because I thought it'd be a perfect travel game, but when I'm playing it traveling, I'm like, man, I just used 20% looking at the
Yeah.
ground for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's anything else you want to talk about with gaming recently? Any games you're looking forward to or TV shows,
Um,
movies?
I don't have anything to report on games.
Mm.
TV shows and movies. I haven't really been so it's baseball season, so the
Oh
only
yeah,
thing I've been watching is baseball, but, um
Spider-Man invest in the Mets. It's all about the Mets, baby. Go Mets.
no, not the Mets. The
Dude, I
Mets,
hate the
definitely
Mets.
not.
I hate the
Uh,
Mets.
hey, I'm a Braves fan, so
Mm,
same division rivals, definitely, and the Mets are doing
go Cards.
horrific. So, so yeah, that's what I've been watching, but as far as, like, TV shows and movies, I still wanna go see the Super Mario movie. I
Damn
still
it.
wanted to go
Mm.
see Project Hail Mary. I
I
thought about
think
going to
we
see him today, and I didn't, but
I think we do maybe a review on both of those if you get a chance to see them.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind going back to see Mario if it's still in theaters when I come back home in a couple months or couple weeks.
I don't think it is.
I wouldn't mind going to see it again just to get a refresher.
Yeah,
Or if you
I'm
wanted to go see
probably
them
gonna
together, we
it.
can go check it out and then record
My
something.
thing is just forcing myself to go to the movie theater
Mm,
and, sit
I'm a
and
really big fan of going to the movie theater, so I don't ever mind. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the
s
mic like that. I'm so sorry. Just punched it with my hand by accident.
as far as anything else, like, I'm looking forward to, so, again, I don't have Disney Plus, but I would like to watch the new season of Daredevil. I would like to watch Maul. Um, I loved the first couple seasons of Mandalorian. I
Yeah,
am way behind now. I kinda wanna go see the movie, I kinda don't, so that's kinda where I'm at with them.
I'll probably go see it. The mall thing. is interesting, but it feels very novel so far. Like he's just aura farming for like most of
Eh,
what I've seen. There's
I'm a little bit worried that okay, I love what they did with him in the Clone Wars series, so
yeah,
please don't anyone misunderstand what I'm saying there, but I feel like they're stretching this character a little
yes,
thin in that he had, like, 5 minutes or less of screen time in the first movie, gets cut in half, we think that's the end of it. They resurrect him for Clone Wars, make him a major character in that, and now
yeah,
he's getting his own series, and you're like, you're kind of shoehorning
they
these
really
events
are.
into this so that you can do a show for Maul because
And
it everyone wants to see it.
I almost think they're trying to make this a transition into Darth Talon, who was supposed to be the villain of the sequel series when George Lucas was writing it. Um, or the sequel trilogy. And then of course he passed it over to Disney and they did what they did
Right.
with it. But yeah, she's like a Twi'lek who's also a Sith Lord. So,
I saw that Disney is laying off
oh yeah,
over
their whole
1,000
visual arts
employees.
team pretty much. I saw where the
So, I mean
guy who designed the key art that was on the meeting room got like laid off in the meeting room with his key art on the
yeah, I
wall.
saw that on social
It
media.
was messed up. Oh,
So, I
also
mean
Epic Games. Did you see how many people Epic Games laid off?
no.
Dude, major. Like it was an
I've been
insane
seeing that
amount.
Disney is trying to buy Epic Games, which makes
Yes.
me really sad,
They're also trying to
but
make a Fortnite, or they had plans for a Fortnite theme park at some point. So, not sure how any of that's gonna work out, but
yeah, I mean, if you're firing all these employees, what's that gonna look like for
yeah.
future media and everything?
Well, did you see
And
they're trying to push for AI and all special effects going forward in Marvel movies?
oh, brother.
Yeah. I saw someone make a joke about it because Captain America's holding a baby in like a preview or something like that. And they were like, we kept trying to like tell the AI prompt to make him hold a shield, but it kept making him hold a baby, so we just went with it.
Yeah, that sounds like something they would do. I mean, it's just like you're this gargantuan company, and I'm not gonna go on a huge rant here, but
Yeah.
Disney is in the situation they're in because of decisions that they made, and so now you've been hemorrhaging money, so now you're gonna lay off all these people, and then you're gonna turn to AI
Yep. It's
to fix all your
super
problems.
irresponsible.
Yeah, and now you're the largest media company in the world, and you're going to go to all AI, which is
Yeah.
going to open the floodgates. It's like you have the money and resources to have creators. You don't need AI. The only people like I'm not saying AI as a whole good or bad. I don't want to get into that discussion right
Right.
now. But
But it is pretty bad.
the only people who I feel like really have a good argument for using AI in anything creative are people who, like, you and I can't make a movie.
Oh,
So if
yes, I
you and I
can.
wanted to film a movie, and we wanted to use some AI in it, okay, well, we don't have any money to make a movie. Disney has everything they need to make a movie. And so it is just ridiculous to me for a company that size who owns virtually everything now
Yeah.
to be using AI. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they should
But
be setting the trends, not following them. Like,
yeah.
it's really
Well, and that's
weird.
all they've been doing for the last 10 or 15 years is
Yeah.
just
Clout
following.
chasing.
And some of the decisions that they've made, it's just like, you didn't have to do this. And you just,
Well, yes,
uh,
but no.
there's just no vision for at Disney anymore. It's just,
Well, there's no vision in the Marvel movie anymore either.
yeah. And yeah, so we'll see what happens, but
Yeah. Well,
so
man, dude, I'm so excited for you to see the Mario movie. There's a character that I have a specific attachment to from playing games growing up that I'm really excited to talk about. So,
yeah, I definitely wanna see it. Mm,
dude,
I'm my mom I tried to get my mom to go see it with me,
it's so much fun.
and she was like, "Absolutely not."
What?
And so I told her even my sister liked it. She went and saw it with her kids, and
Yeah.
she loved it. But
It's such a
so
cute movie.
I might see if I can talk my sister into bringing my nephew and us going and seeing it,
Dude.
but I don't know, or I might just go by myself, but
Do not
like
go by yourself to see a Mario movie.
well, if I went in, like, the middle of the day on a weekend or
It's
something,
like that
maybe.
that video of Ryan Gosling like just like standing there and it's like raining and he's just like looking at the neon or something like that, you know?
That's a big part of why I don't go to the movie, is pretty much anytime I go to the movie, it's by
I feel
myself
like a
because
weirdo. Like I went to go see Iron Lung by myself and I was like just sitting there. I was like, dude, I'm so weird.
yeah, people think that you're weird.
Or maybe they don't and it's just a perception
Yeah.
because your brain is turning against you. Why do
Yeah, I
our
mean, I
brains
like
do
the
that? Why?
I went on a little run there where I was going to several movies
Dude,
by myself or whatever, and then I just have not been in a
I
very
just
long
don't
time.
even do anything anymore. I just do what they did in the 40s. I
Yeah.
look at a wall until I go to sleep after work.
Turn your
Turn the
radio
radio
on,
on, maybe do a little finger wiggle dance while I'm sipping a cup of Joe. I don't know.
doing the transatlantic accent,
Oh,
which
yeah,
was
see?
completely
Fake.
made up, by the
Fake.
way.
But they still use it in Speed Racer, so I'm going to say it's
Yeah,
historically accurate. I was
yeah.
watching Speed Racer, the movie, on a flight. That movie is so bad. I hate that. I know people love that movie, but
What are you talking about? You and I
dude,
went and saw that movie together at
it's so
the
bad.
artsy theater here, and it was a cinematic masterpiece, and don't you dare say
The racing
otherwise.
scenes are awesome. The
It
rest of the
was
movie is
so
so. It
bad
looks like
that
a
it was
Modest
fun. It
Mouse
was
music video.
it was really bad, but that made it fun. So,
And people are like, "Oh, it's so much like the Speed Racer cartoon." I'm like, "Have you seen this
no, it
cartoon?"
isn't. No.
It's so fun, but like, dude, even when I was like, when it came out and I was a youngster, I was like, "Dude, this sucks. Like, this is bad." We
You
went to the
couldn't even
drive-in
tell
and I
then.
stayed up super late. I was reading the novelization of the anime that they had at like Books a Million. I had the books of it, and I had my like toy cars, and I was sitting in the car waiting for the movie to start. And then we get done. Latest I've stayed up. Um, and I was like, man, that was awful. That was, I think that was the first movie I can remember ever being disappointed in.
That's bad. When a kid that grew up on Speed Racer is that excited to go see the
I
movie
was
and
like
you walked out of
7
it
or
saying
9 or something like
and
that.
you could tell it was bad. I mean, that's the age that kids are watching things like Power Rangers,
Yeah,
and you
dude, I
knew
was just
that
a
that movie
critic.
was terrible. That reminds me so much of and I don't know if we've told this story on here. So I think it was you, me, Mac, Ryan, and Michael, and we went and saw the Fantastic Four
Oh my
movie,
gosh.
and we were so excited, like, that was one of the
Say that
most
again.
excited point we had been. The Fantastic Four
Say that
just
again.
the Fantastic Four was so bad. Like, we went into it with absolute hype
They
up
put
to the max,
slinkies on his arms.
and when we walked out of that theater, none of us said anything,
Dude, we
and we
waited
were
for the
just like
post-credit scene and then there was none.
yeah, and we walked out and just stood in the parking lot and said nothing for, like, a long time, and then we were just like, "Well, that was the worst movie I've ever seen," but,
It really stuck with me
man,
though. It really
that was
it set the tone for the rest of my life.
that was a clip of where the Marvel stuff was going to go from
Yeah,
there,
it
which, I
was
mean, I know at
another
that time it wasn't
timeline.
Marvel Studios, but, like, it was so
Man,
bad. It was
sometimes it just be like that. I really do. Well, do you want to get to our topic for today?
Yeah. Well, we probably should specify before we get there's been 4 different Fantastic Four movies
Yeah,
now. We
this was uh
the Michael B. Jordan one.
for tastic. They use the 4 as the A.
The one where they throw rocks at Doctor Doom.
And Doom, like, pops people's heads for some reason.
Yeah, for some strange reason.
Yeah, and Mr. Fantastic built a computer out of, like, 500 Nintendo 64s, which retailed for $300 the year they came out, so he had, like, 500 of them in his garage for some reason as a kid
So he could have
in a
bought this
middle-class
little
neighborhood.
computer.
Yeah, like, he could have just bought a supercomputer, he would have been fine. And I'm not even convinced that you could even connect those together to do anything of value.
Uh, Mr. Fantastic is so smart, Will, he can do whatever he wants.
That's
I don't even
convenient.
remember very much about that movie now,
Dude.
just other
It
than
was
it being
more
brutal.
like exposition, like a lot of exposition.
There's not one thing about the movie that I can go back and be like, "I enjoyed that," like
Dude, I love that movie. It's like one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Alright, now we'll get into the topic.
Also, just to let you know, we're at an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah. For
So
all hey, we honestly could just split this into 2 episodes.
we could do that, but
With
that'd
the
disappoint
first episode
Ryan. We don't want to make Ryan sad.
I mean, we'll do the first episode is talking about Pokemon
Yeah, yeah,
Champions and
yeah.
Fantastic Four, and the second
Also,
episode is us talking about our favorite DC.
should we cut it and put it on a cliffhanger?
We
Cliffhanger?
could.
Well, um, yep, that's what we're gonna do. See you in part 2.
See ya.